let's go ahead and meet where Gray's at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the H as in hotel button. I threw a fat flare up. You guys can all look to your southeast area. We'll be able to take care of that.
I didn't. That's dope that you could throw up a flare. That's so cool.
Yeah, and you're gonna need that in the open world when people when they're like, oh my god, I need
Okay,
people
gotta
to
ask, how many people
I
per server?
never.
What's that?
How many people per server?
I don't think we have a defined amount right now, but we do have different quote-unquote shards.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we have an exact defined amount right now. We're just kind of doing as much as server capacity goes, and I think when it seems a little bit, laggy, then an automatic another kind of quote-unquote instance is created. But again, what's cool about it is you don't need to keep creating a new account for each different server or even instance for that matter.
Okay.
Yeah, so now, Yarrow, Big Time will be free to play at launch, but right now we don't have an exact date as to when launch is. But now that you're here, yeah, we will be doing Ruby VIP passes, giveaways in the stream, which will allow you to get to early access before the general public. And that being said, Ghostigo, I guess technically doesn't need to be here. He's been a part of these about like 5 times now, so it's okay. I'm currently live right now. I have twitch.tv/Taf Garcia, twitch.tv/ Turgolive. I'm sorry, Turgo Live. Jeez.
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
Ghostigo.
Turgo Live. You got it.
Underscore. Yeah. So, I'm waking up still. And then also we have twitch.tv/OCJ. So that's currently who I have in that regards. So thank you so much for being here, guys. For those who are watching, thanks for joining us. I'll kind of get moving along, I guess, in this stream. So with that said, welcome everyone to the Big Time Play and stream. I'm Gray, and our special guests today are OCG, Ghostigo, Taf Garcia, and Turgo Live. And if you guys can, just please introduce yourselves here. We'll start first with OCG, and I'm looking at my party list order. OCG, please introduce yourself to the audience here.
Hello, audience. My name is OCG Atlas Gaming. Please, I'm from the Philippines, by the way. I am an MMORPG and a strategy type of a gamer. I play more of a card games and MMORPG, and I love to play adventure games and sports games and fighting games, of course. So for sure, I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, but formerly I Twitch on Facebook before, but I would prefer to stream on Twitch. Yeah. So you can just follow me on OCG channel on Twitch. That's all.
That's awesome. All right. Thanks for joining us. And then we have Ghostigo. Ghostigo, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience here.
Wait, who?
Ghostigo. If he's still here with us, maybe unless he's talking.
Hello everyone. I'm Ghostigo from Middle East, and I'm really happy to be with you again and again, and exciting to get a lot of NFTs this time.
Yeah. And then after the Ghostigo, we have Taf Garcia.
Hi, I'm Taf. I like to call myself variety streamer. I mainly play a lot of shooters, RPGs, and scary games. And I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. Just search Taf Garcia. You'll find me. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I want to smash people already.
Heck yeah. And then we have Turgo Live. Turgo Live, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience here as well.
Yeah, so I'm Turgo Live. I've actually been streaming for 4 years, since 2017. I actually started my YouTube 3 years ago, and I'm actually mainly a MMO streamer. I play WoW, FF14. So when I saw the gameplay for this, I was like really excited. I was like, let's do this. Want to change the stigma of NFT MMOs, but FPS games that I like to play is Halo and Apex. And that's about it.
Awesome. Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. And yeah, hopefully, yeah, the point of the stream is kind of really to introduce you all to Big Time, introduce your audience to Big Time, and also to hopefully, like you mentioned earlier, Turbo, to kind of help put perspective as to how Big Time looks to implement NFTs.
Everything but drama. Thank you so much for the follow.
It is worth noting that we are going to be free to play and not pay to win. So the rare cosmetics that we would call NFTs is not gonna, be any sort of thing that's gonna hinder or advance the progression of the game. With that being said, it is worth noting because all of you are live with me right now. all of your viewers will have the chance to obtain what's called the Ruby VIP Pass. We're going to be doing a Ruby VIP Pass giveaway to each of you individually, and it's going to be based off,
Are you Everything But Drama? Which are you from? Tap Garcia's channel, or whose channel are you from? Are you from Play Big Time? Or you're from
Ruby VIP Pass?
Play Big Time.
Matter to you?
Thank you so much for.
Well, number one, the Ruby VIP Pass allows you to get into the
game,
game's early access before the general public. Because again, as mentioned earlier, we don't have a tentative date for when the public launch is going to be. It's going to be sometime in 2022, whereas the Ruby VIP Pass players will be able to play it in July 2022 if all things go well. And why does that matter? Well, previous VIP passes have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars. I do know that we've had a gold pass sold for $20,000 before in the past, which is pretty wild.
That's crazy.
But we are giving you and your viewers the opportunity to participate and get a VIP pass for free. Absolutely free. And for those who are still wondering, well, why does it matter that I get into early access, before anybody else? So yeah, that's a very valid concern. You'll basically be getting a head start and earning these limited edition rare cosmetics that we call NFTs in the game. And why that matters is because, and we'll go into it more as we progress through the kind of the conversation, but basically put, our limited edition rare cosmetics, they each have a number of copies of them that will ever exist. So let's say, for example, maybe there's 100 fire swords, maybe 20 ice swords, and stuff of that nature. And because we have an absolutely defined value, this is like, backed by the blockchain technology, it means that when you obtain said item, you basically just depleted it from the supply pool. And it means that, let's say, for example, let's say there's like 10 earth swords that already exist, and you went ahead and you looted one. Well, now there's only 9 available to the public that can ever be looted. And once it's all
thank you
looted,
so much for the follow.
The only other way to get an earth sword would be to buy it from somebody else. No other way to get it otherwise.
With real money.
So yeah, with real money, exactly.
Yep, exactly.
And at the end of the day, that means that
Yaro, thank you so much for the follow.
the stuff that you get are verifiably rare, and if you, let's say, start now, let's say you start in July, you have a much better chance than someone who, let's say, starts in December,
thank you so
or
much for the follow,
even
bro.
next year, for example. Like, your chance of being that person who's obtaining these rare things, giving that head start, really does make a big difference in having what's called a market advantage, but also just a coolness advantage, because really our NFTs are cosmetically based, and they are meant to make you look super dope and cool. You guys looking great. I currently have this this one-handed weapon that is an NFT. It has this kind of crimson miasma coming out of it.
That's so
and
cool
basically,
looking, bro. I love
yeah,
that.
Let's try it on.
absolutely.
Cosmetics.
And hopefully we'll get you guys
Let me have
as well.
let me have it.
Hey,
Trade right
hey,
now.
let me try it on real quick. Yeah, let me try
Is
it
it
on.
soulbound? Give it to me. Sorry.
No, that's a great question. So it's not soulbound, but no. Unfortunately, you can't trade NFTs as much as I would love to right now, and I kind of just drop my stash in front of you guys. Right now the marketplace is set up to be buy sell, but we will be able to support the features of gifting, rentals, as well as auctions, bidding, and some other stuff. So
What am I doing?
Cool. Almost
You're
like
doing
the
sit and
Diablo
rest.
3, like real money auction house.
yeah, but
Yeah.
at least in the comparison, or rather the difference, is that in Diablo 3 you paid for power, in Big Time you're paying to look cool. And we
Right.
see that time and time again, the most successful games out there, or at least the most
Thank you so. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
satisfying
I
games
was
are
doing
out
some
there, have
Diablo
a
Immortal
cash
before
model
this.
system based off of
So
cosmetics, not
that was
being
fun,
pay to win.
but then I
you see
knew
that? No, it's okay.
overall today was good. I got off work way early, made some YouTube videos.
Oh, that wasn't. That wasn't me. It was the other person.
He would squish. Oh my god.
So-
The murderer.
You're killing its buddy right next to it. It was gonna respawn.
Let's do this. We
But
should
you
take
showed
on a
me.
raid boss. We need a raid boss. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely be. Yeah, so yeah, let's move on this thing along. Sorry. So yeah, Ruby VIP Pass. That's essentially how it's gonna work. We'll be giving out to our streamers here. Basically, you guys will be able to decide on which one of your viewers are winning it, and we'll probably, what we're gonna do is also we're gonna kind of consolidate viewers together into each respective channel, so that hopefully we'll give all
be
of you
right back,
guys the viewership bumps, the additional follows, and all that fun stuff. That being said.
Ooh, share friends.
Absolutely. So what is Big Time? Okay, Big Time is a free-to-play, not pay-to-win cooperative RPG that combines fast action-paced combat, the collectability of rare cosmetics that we call NFTs, and a history-spanning adventure to create basically a truly unprecedented gaming experience. And we're gonna have a storyline, we're gonna have lore, side quests, and all that fun stuff. So what really is our end goal? What is our mission here? Well, our mission is to uncover a mysterious threat that's tearing down the very walls of time itself, and we're going to see history kind of collapsing and colliding into like really twisted ways. So let's say, for example, like there's like a Jurassic time period, and then we have the Wild West time period. Like that would be kind of like twisted and kind of colliding into one another. Where you see cowboys riding on top of like dinosaurs, for example, or we have like cyber space robots. We're going to be going back and forward through time. So like feudal Japan, medieval Europe. Going to the future with all these different cybernetics as well. Kind of gives us effectively infinite content to provide for you guys, with time being the overarching theme. And we're super stoked because we've already created like 5 years worth of content already planned and developed to be slowly released throughout time for you guys. And again, we're super excited bringing that out to you, because with each different we don't call them expansion packs, we call them timeshares, which each timeshare that we release to you guys, we're going to be introducing new cosmetics, a new time period, additional what do you call it, characters, adventures, quests, and most importantly, time period based cosmetics that we call NFTs. So that's going to be super awesome. Yaro Noodle's asking, so there's going to be different events. The answer is effectively we will have different events. If at any point in time your viewers have questions, please don't hesitate to interrupt me, and especially if they have concerns. I think that's the more important one, because we're looking to grow as a community, and we're not looking to just be like, okay, yeah, this is our thing. We don't care to learn from anything from it. We actually want to hear user feedback and input, and it does matter to us. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Insectoid. So if any of you guys have questions, or whether it be for you or on behalf of your viewers, please don't hesitate to ask.
Yeah.
With that said, let's start getting moving along.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting like snacks and drinks ready. you get
Now you're chilling.
priority.
Bring me some chips.
I got
Let's see.
Fireball, I got wine. No.
I feel like
What?
I should
Where's
do
the
that.
chips?
And chips.
Awesome. Oh wait, I should have asked a little bit earlier. For those who are streaming alongside with OCG, I assume you're not streaming. Is that correct?
Yes.
I was
Wait,
trying to
wait,
find
wait,
you,
you-
OCG. I was trying to find you.
Yeah, OCG.
Wait,
you're not streaming on my end.
actually, I don't stream in the morning, but I stream in the afternoon or evening in the Philippines.
Okay, all right. So nothing against you, but I'm taking you off our stream title only because we're helping promote the other people who are streaming alongside with us.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I'll still go
But
for
we're gonna go ahead
I'll just
and do
Alright.
that as well.
Yeah. It's
But yeah, let's go on ahead and I'm sorry, real quickly. Do you guys all have enabled like VOD storage or enabled broadcast, so that like once the stream's over, like a little video is made for it or whatever? That
No,
shows it-
so
it's,
I play a lot of so I will enable this one, but I play a lot of copyright music in general. So I'll
Mhm.
do this one though.
Yeah.
I will do this one. So
okay. But do you have it enabled? But I assume just not broadcast by default. Is that correct? Because if you enable it now, it's not going to show the video, and so that you would have to stop
No,
streaming, then restart the stream really quick.
no, I'll publish it after. I'm done.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I
No,
know.
the only reason why I asked because if you guys are if you have any sort of special things going on with your point of contact, and if you're trying to establish like more like hey, additional partnerships and additional whatever else your point of contact spoken to you about, then they're gonna probably need some sort of like proof that you were doing the play and stream, as opposed to going off of word saying like, oh yeah, you went ahead and streamed it, just for in regards to that.
Yep, I'll do it. No problem.
Yeah, no worries. Perfect. Thank you so much. But let me go ahead and summon you guys to real quickly. As I said, so we kind of went a little AWOL. That's my bad for kind of just stopping there for 1 second. So yeah, in front of us, what is it?
How do you summon?
There are summon party potions, and then if you're also a chronomancer, you'll be able to do that as well. I'm assuming the person out there is Ghostigo, which is fine because he's been a part of this quite a bit. With that said, so what does the first time user experience look like? Well, as you guys know, you guys can create your character. You will be able, and then when the game goes launched, by the way, it is worth noting, bottom left-hand corner of the screen. This is considered pre-alpha. This is only a fraction of what's actually to come.
He's a part
so
of
you will be able to, customize your character.
They're pretty big on
special,
Twitter
too.
too. 260,000.
And then you choose your class, and boom, you're in the game.
Twitter.
You're into the, Watertown. What does that mean for you? You'll kind of be introduced with these combots. These are tutorial robots that kind of show you a little bit around. This robot over here talks about the lore of Watertown, showing you that we have these portals out in the open. We call them time tears. That kind of allow you to travel through space and time into a different, species habitat, and go on different adventures throughout the world. After that, we have our combat tutorial bot, and this one's probably gonna be the more enjoyable one that people like to see. If you come to where Gray's at, like your traditional RPG game, we do have combat. If you spam your left click button, you can see that we have, you go through a series of basic attacks. If you notice at the bottom center of your screen, you have these white circles, these 4 white circles. This is a big times combo system. If at any point in time you decide to do the right click button, you can do what's called a finisher. So let's say you do a left click, right click. It's going to be different from a left click, right click. And different finishers elicit different abilities, whether it's doing a specific type of damage, whether it's repelling enemies away, stunning them, doing a specific type of damage, I think I just mentioned that earlier, or extra damage. Yarnid was asking, so do you know when the game's officially going to launch? It's unknown yet. We don't. It's going to be 2022. We don't have an exact date for you guys right now at this time. We don't want to rush. We don't want to rush a launch. Is really what it comes down to. A lot of games have done that before.
Yep. And then they.
Yeah, the only exception where they've actually managed to do that pretty well in was No Man's Sky, where the launch was absolutely horrendous.
And then they made a re-release,
basically.
Yeah.
But it is usually hard to come back from a poor launch setup. So we want to make sure that what we're providing is a polished and good game experience. I know that sucks to hear for a lot of people who are watching that want to be a part of the experience if they don't want to really VIP pass. But at the end of the day, we're focused on quality. We're delivering a quality experience and not some just, like rushing a launch just because, investors. And that's usually the case for a lot of these other types of companies.
Yeah, utterly is big time great.
Yeah, so that's combat in the game. Left click, right click, left click, right click, etc. Then we have our party tutorial combat, which
what's the different? I'm so sorry to interrupt you. What's the different icons? Is it a frost that I see on the right click one? Like it's a frost, and then there's a pointer icon just on the right click abilities.
Yeah, so you're doing a special type of damage in that case, and you'll see it being more effective against some enemies over others.
Okay, is there like elemental damage or something, or is that what that means, or?
To some effect, yeah. To some effect, absolutely.
Okay, I don't want to get too in detail. I'm just trying to, because I wondered what those icons were earlier, but yeah. Yeah,
no, it's a valid question. I'm glad you asked that. As much as I want to disclose more onto it,
lightning.
It says
okay, I get it. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. The team has told me we want players to play the game and explore and start to learn for these things themselves, because yes, we can absolutely give you all the information, and I mean that's why here I am to kind of guide you for a lot of this information. But part of it, I feel like is becoming the purveyors or explorers.
Mick, thank you so much.
Understanding how the game functions and all these hidden stuff, and I will show you one of these hidden stuffs later on as we get into the game. But yeah, party tutorial combat. If you hit the P as in party button, that's our party finder right now. It's very rudimentary, but you are able to see the people around you, their names, their classes, and their levels. After that, we have our cartographer bot. Basically says, what? There's no map. And the answer is right now there isn't, but we are building it out. And
yes, I saw that earlier when I did that in Discord, and like when I first downloaded the game, I was like, well, "There's no map," and you're like, "Well, you have to get certain far in the story," I was like, "Oh, all right."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's more or less what the combat or the combat tutorial. It's kind of like we'll kind of skip through that. There's just a town in front of us that you can sell your goods to, buy some stuff from, but you're not going to really be interacting with that right now. Kind of want to shoot you guys to the core of the game, which is pocket watches. So if you guys can just make your way towards me, and then we'll kind of be able to introduce that nice and seamlessly. I'll go ahead and actually just toss a fat summon. Yes. Big voice. Alright, cool. And then we have one behind us, OCG.
So wait, what's the summon command? Like, how do you summon?
So it's either a skill from a chronomancer, or it's going to be Taff.
It's kind of like a warlock in WoW. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and then there's also summon party potions as well, which you can find by breaking down different destructibles. But first off, we have so we have 4 classes right now in big time, and we will be expanding that, but it's going to be 4 right now at launch. And the first of the 4 is the Chronomancer. That's currently what I'm playing right now. Chronomancers are responsible for doing explosive damage, providing casting long-range spells from afar, as well as debuffing enemies. Chronomancers are our caster class within big time. After the Chronomancer, we have the Quantum Fixer, and the Quantum Fixer is responsible for keeping your friendlies alive, keeping them healed, getting them buffs, as well as maybe deploying down some gadgets like maybe a turret or maybe a clone, for example. Quantum Fixers are our support class of big time. And then after the Quantum Fixer, we have the Shadow Blade. The Shadow Blade is responsible for being quick and nimble, getting in and out of combat as quickly as possible. Deploying.
Die.
It's
Did
okay.
you just die?
Deploying.
Turgo, yeah.
He's going through the
traps.
explanations. You die at a time like this.
That's okay. Yes, more's gonna be added, absolutely.
Oh boy, these things hurt.
Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, hold on, we'll go ahead and do that.
Your old face hugger.
All right, so after the Quantum Fixer, we have the Shadow Blade. They're responsible for being quick and nimble, quick on their feet, deploying down traps for the enemies. Shadow Blades are our
Have you
second
tried
class of
every
big
class,
time.
everything but drama?
And then finally, we have the Time Warrior. Time Warriors are responsible for getting up close and personal, dealing a lot of damage to enemies, taunting them away from your friendlies, and Time Warriors are kind of our brute force class of big time. That being said, yeah, those are currently the 4 classes, and again, just to reiterate,
so much
we'll
for
be
being here,
releasing
Ben.
more than just these 4 alone. So, I want to introduce you guys a little bit into kind of like pocket watches, and in order to do that first, I kind of want you guys to pick another class besides the class that you already have. So, Taff, if not for the Shadow Blade, what other class would you like to play? The Mage, Support, or Warrior class?
Oh, I'm always some kind of dex. Probably like mage.
Sure. Just go ahead and interact with this trainer over here next to Gray. Just interact with it once. Hit the, I think, E button. I think is default. Mine's
Right,
F.
everything. I get you.
And Turgo, what about you? Besides support, what other class would you have like to play?
I'd like to try some ranged. That would actually be pretty cool. Yeah.
Range. Okay, Chronomancer it is. Go ahead and interact with this Chronomancer here. Make sure your inventory is relatively empty when you're interacting with this guy.
Well, I interacted with all of them, so you just automatically equip the gear. I literally went to every bot because I realized that each one gives you gear. So do you just equip the weapon just like FF14, or what do you do?
Oh yeah, I'm going to show you exactly how that functions in this quick bit. In OCG, I think you were one of the streams before, so you kind of know how the timeline system works. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. So for both of you over here, if you guys hit the tab button to go into your inventory really quickly, you'll see on the far left-hand Turgo as well. Let me know when you're in inventory.
I'm in my inventory.
Yeah, so on the far left-hand side, you have what's called a starter pocket watch. Now, a pocket watch is basically, in layman's terms, you can think of it as like a character slot. So this houses your levels, your experience, your attributes, skill points, all of your equipments, and all of that fun stuff. However, you do have the ability to change your timeline, or your pocket watch. If you click on the change timeline button, you can swap to one of the other pocket watches that you just recently equipped. So I think Turgo just swapped to a Chronomancer, and I think Taff did as well. And you can see that right now you're probably a little naked right now, and the purpose of that is because again, this is like a new. Yeah, you do
I
have...
was like, what happened?
Yeah, but you do have the because basically again it's like it's another pocket it's like another character slot. You have to re-level it. You have to get its items equipped and all of that fun stuff because it really is effectively its own character slot. You can have multiple pocket watches with you in your inventory, and you may find yourself having one of each. I personally like to always have at least the base for the 4 classes, just so that I can adapt to whatever situation that we're currently in. whether it be running really far with the Shadow Blade because they are a little bit faster, whether it be playing a bit safer from range as a Chronomancer, whether it's healing or reviving my allies as the Quantum Fixer, or whether it's doing a Whirlwind, which you guys will see at some point with the Time Warrior. It kind of really depends on what the situation is, and allows you to adapt to the flow of combat in that regards. As you progress through the game, as you progress through a harder kind of content, you'll come across higher tier and higher quality pocket watches. Right now, you guys all have a starter pocket watch tier 0. That's common. But as you come across harder ones, if you guys just take a quick second and look at your skill trees, hit the tab button, go to your inventory, and then we have these skill tabs.
Right, Miss Mig? Thank you.
I think Turgo, let me know when you're in there.
I'm sorry. What? Oh, in the pocket watch?
Yeah, no, just go to your inventory real quick, and then if you guys click on the skill trees, like the skill trees tab,
Yep,
you're gonna see that your skill tree is pretty lackluster. Just to be frank,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of skills here. It looks pretty pathetic, and that's actually intentional. If you go back to your inventory really quickly, you'll see at the left side of your pocket watch, underneath you have what's called the gear slot. And the gear slot allows you, as you progress through more harder adventures, it will allow you to unlock additional skills, maybe skill tree lines. And as you find, harder, or as you find better pocket watches,
Everything
when
but
you
drama,
equip
I
and
can
level
ask
those
that
out,
for you.
they'll have additional gear slots in them, and some of those pocket watches may have a built-in skill trees, whether it
Totally,
be one or multiple skill trees.
I'm
built
not a big
inside of
streamer,
them,
bro.
Giving you additional bonus attributes and the like.
They hit me
So
up
a
via
lot of
email.
the game is going to be based around you. Even though you find yourself like level 30 or level 40 or whatever, as you're hitting the higher levels, you're gonna find higher level pocket watches, and you may decide, hey, I'm still rolling a starter pocket watch. I may want to switch over because this new pocket watch gives me an additional 10 abilities right off the bat, right off the get-go, giving me 3 additional gear slots so I can expand that even further, and it may give me an additional 50 attribute points or so. That and like maybe 1,000 additional HP that scales wildly as I level up. And yes, you will have to re-level up the pocket watch again. But the reason for that, there's a lot of reasons for it. Number one is it really encourages community interaction with play, because there is an XP penalty. You can't power level people, so it forces people to play, people who are at the high level who now got a new pocket watch that they want to level up. They can't just go to their boys and be like, oh yeah, can you just toss me a fat level up, take me to the hardest adventure and just level me up.
Tap targeting like WoW and FF14.
You would have to if you want to optimize
I can ask him.
Play with the newbies, and you're going to see a lot of community interaction in that regards, where, in most other games, power and experience, or like the veterans kind of like consolidate at the very top. We'll see a lot more community interaction across the board in that regards.
Wait, is there a quick way to switch between classes? I'm just noticing this because
no, the answer is no, because we don't really want to foster too much of the solo vibes here. It would be super great if you could, but also that would only kind of kill the idea of like, oh, you're in a rough situation, quick swap pocket watch, and then now you're not in a rough situation anymore. We really want to stress the idea that this game is fast action paced and cooperative based. And I think, Turgo, you said you played a little bit already. Is that correct? Like inside an adventure?
Well, I just got to where we're a little bit into the forest. I didn't want to go too far without you guys, but like FF14, okay, if I was to give feedback, FF14 makes it, if you're out of combat, you can switch classes any time you want. You can go to white mage, you can go to DPS, you know what I mean? Like, because I saw the F, you can switch between weapons. I was trying to just heal Ghost, basically. I was just trying to heal Ghost. And yeah.
Right.
Tap is dead
so yeah,
again. I'm sorry.
You do have to go through. Oh, who's microphone? Yo, may take your microphone's a little rough. There you go. So yeah, absolutely. You are able to switch in between combat effectively on the fly, but you do have to go through that. Hit the tab button, go to your inventory, change timeline, and that way, because they don't want you swapping between classes too seamlessly. But you will be able to change in the middle of combat. You will be able to change in the middle of an adventure, and there is no penalty in doing so.
You just have to click on it. I got you. Okay, gotcha.
You have to click once, twice, 3 times. Actually, technically twice. Hit tab, click on change timeline, and then click the button, and you're all set to go on that end. All right, cool.
Thank you.
With that said, I'm sure you guys are super bored right now, and I'm sure you guys want to actually go ahead and kill stuff. So let's go ahead and introduce a bit more of the combat of the game by going into an adventure.
Let's
No,
go.
I'm cool. I'm cool with learning all the ins and outs because it's very helpful.
Absolutely.
Everything you've gone over is very helpful because like when you're in combat, all these stats matter. So
No, for sure. And I appreciate you guys being here with me. Okay, all right, let's go ahead. OCG, are you ready? We're gonna go into this time tier. It's level 4 to 10. It's gonna be a little tough. Actually, let's go look for a 1 to 6.
so
that would
everything
be
but
like-
drama
I've
was
already died a million
asking if there's
Mhm.
tap targeting. Is there any tap targeting, or is it like
You
WoW?
mean, you mean auto targeting?
Is it like WoW where you can tap target between each character or a mob or something? Or
It's auto targeting off close characters, if I'm not mistaken.
okay, okay.
What's that?
Yeah. What's up?
There's some little sneaky snake coming out the ground or a vine or something.
Oh yeah, no, those guys.
69.
I'm looking for a 1 to 6 experience for you guys, so you guys aren't getting absolutely obliterated right off the bat,
I
because
think
we
those
accidentally.
portals are down over here, right? Yeah, down south.
Yeah, why don't you do that really quickly? I need to open up my my graphics overclock and make it just run a little bit faster. The fan speeds. Oh, it's getting a little bit hot in here.
This guy's level
Oh, darn.
7. I just got fucked.
Oh shit!
That's
I was
why,
trying to
Tap.
keep
You're
that.
you're fighting level 7 people. That's how I died too.
It's okay. It's
That's-
okay.
We're better than them, okay? He cheated.
He cheated.
Look at it.
Yeah, you can
Look
use
at it.
the,
Oh no!
report feature, and go ahead and just
Yeah,
report
but-
those.
What
I'm
do I
back,
do?
I'm
Press
back.
R?
You can give up if you like to, and then we can go ahead and
No, no.
toss
We're
you.
gonna take this snail.
and then- yeah.
We're taking it.
That's
Get
really
him.
cool. You can move. Oh, you can move while getting revived. That's pretty cool. Like while revived.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I like to.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool marker.
You'll have to do that when projectiles are flying your way. By the way, you can also use your party member's corpse as like a shield as you're reviving them. When
Oh, no
projectiles are
way.
flying in,
No
yeah.
way.
Well, okay. I mean, I think you guys are thinking that you can pick up their body and run around with it, but you're really just walking around in circles on their
Yeah.
body.
Well, no,
but
just
yeah,
like using
you-
it as like a shield, basically. You know.
Yeah. To block attacks coming in.
What's
yeah,
up, Jay
so it's
Smoke? We're
definitely
just
nice.
trying out this new
For anyone
MMO.
playing the
I'm
Chronomancer
actually
and
playing
the
with the
Tap
devs
is,
right now. So
Projectiles block projectiles. So if an enemy's shooting its little blaster at you, you can fire
Mhm.
back with your little fireballs, and actually you can break their projectiles. All right, I found a 1 to 8. That's not too bad. Let me go ahead and summon you guys here. Summoning portal coming out. It's 1,
11
2.
the port.
Absolutely. Then we have Ghost Ego.
Jay Smoke, thank you so much for coming through, bro.
Ghost Ego, you coming with us?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Yes. Let's go.
Yeah, I sent you a portal already.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. All right, let's go ahead in 3, 2, 1.
So it's not
So-
mana in this game; it's energy.
Push the dungeon.
Energy, correct.
Wow.
Energy, yeah.
So, what's cool about our adventures, some people call them dungeons, we call them adventures, is they're
you
procedurally
so much,
generated.
Idly.
So what that means is that each time that you enter into one of our adventure instances, the experience will never be the exact same. Whether it be the types of species that you're fighting, the number of mission objectives, the types of mission objectives, the pathway to get to the boss room, all of that kind of changes each time you enter the adventure, kind of providing you effectively unlimited playability, and always kind of like a fresh, different experience each time. Now, how varied it's going to be a different story, but I guess we'll see it as we kind of go through.
Is it
one
random
another
generated?
adventure.
Is that kind of how it is?
Not randomly generated, procedurally generated, which is, I mean, similar in
Okay.
the sense, I guess, right? Like we have pathways, but they're all construed and mixed up, and you'll see that there's sometimes, one day we might see a giant log, one day we might see a giant log. The giant logs are my favorite. If you guys look behind you really quickly, adventures are also they scale in difficulty depending on party composition. So number of party members, their respective levels, and all the like. That is what takes in place. This text will not be here in live, but it is cool while it is here. And you guys can see that we do have modifiers that for parameters that are kept up. Top right, we have our mission objective, which in this case is gather at the tree. Number 2, the tree of life, as it's called, is in front of us. Think of it as like a rest area. Lets you heal up your energy and your health a lot faster. What's cool is if you hit the X button, you can do a push-up inside the tree of life, and it actually gives you a buff. And you guys can see
Oh
that
my
buff
god,
on the
I love
top
that.
of your top left of your screen. Absolutely, and then I can go ahead and do that over here. These are one of the stuff that like the team wants you to explore and find out, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you that free Easter egg because there's a lot of players who are in the live build who actually don't even know about that still.
About the push-ups? Is that what you're saying?
The push-ups, about the push-ups in Tree of Life, yeah.
Yeah.
That's something
okay.
that you just have to figure out, and so you guys have that Easter egg advantage over others because it actually does give you a buff, 100%. So with that being said, Gustigo, let me know when you're here with us. And we'll go ahead and move along into the adventure.
Let's go.
So, do we have any tanks that I could switch back over to my tank when I need to? So.
No. Play the way you want to. The only reason why
Okay.
I'm not playing my Time Warrior is because it's way higher level, and it's gonna mess you guys up in terms of XP gains. I don't want you to. The higher the level disparity, the less XP you guys get. It doesn't mean much early on, but down the line,
Smoke, it looks
like
really
in,
good.
Let's say the teens of leveling up, it becomes that much more of a situation.
Ooh, what are all these noises?
So when you're sprinting,
This is the mission objective being done. What's up?
so when you're
sprinting?
sprinting, you can't do any spells. I didn't take it.
Effectively, yeah. If any of you guys are using one-handers, well, I guess not, no one else is. Go ahead and take these nerds out. It is worth noting that there is an auto-target system if you are using a melee weapon. The reason why you're not going to have it as ranged is because, you know, I was talking to the dev team about it, and it's something I never thought about, but, like, how do you balance ranged classes or ranged weapons in a fast action-based combat, right? Like, how do you incentivize people to use other weapons besides range? And the answer is by not making range so easy. So you may notice that your fireballs are a little bit weaker than, let's say, in melee, for example, and that's definitely intentional.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Oh, it's the objective.
And then we'll just go ahead and... Alright.
What's this, money?
Oh, so what's really cool, I'm sure you guys are noticing like kind of loot dropping on the ground right now. So what's cool about big time is that items when they drop are instant space, and that means is that when they drop, it only you and only you can see that item. No one else can see it. No one can steal it from you. So you don't have to worry about loot goblins kind of coming around. Exactly. Yeah, you don't have to worry about like loot goblins coming around and trying to steal all your loot, because they can't do that. You know, even if they wanted to just jack your stuff, they absolutely cannot do that. And yeah.
Dap is still dead.
No worries, we're gonna get.
I got her.
Nice, good work.
This is funny. This is their third time.
I'm gonna set the Guinness World Record most deaths.
Most deaths
And then
in
so-
demo. Sorry.
Very common.
In front of us here, we have
That's
the.
very common.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is this?
I like that noise.
It was a shrine that gives you a buff. Ghostigo kind of popped it a little early, but yeah, you all have to be within the radius for everyone to receive it. In front of us over here, this green stuff, this is the Lake of Healing, but I wouldn't recommend going inside.
Because you die very, very fast when you go inside that lake.
I just wouldn't recommend exploring the secrets of the Lake of Healing.
I went there and then I died.
Oh
I
no.
tried it.
Ghost
it's
is like, I've been
changed a
here,
little bit
done
now.
this. I'm good. I'm gonna go solo this. So
Oh.
he's getting all the buffs by himself.
I need to check this one. Oh, never mind.
Oh, I'm like dead.
Yeah, I'm
Which
dead.
place
Yeah,
is
it's
that
nice.
shrine
Tap,
Oh.
you
I'm
okay?
dead. Yeah. But I'm
How'd
dead,
you guys
by the way.
die?
Thanks for the follow there, Chase.
Yeah, I went to that.
I was
I went to
trying
that lake and I'm dead. Yeah,
Are you-
I
oh,
tried.
if you
trying
fall
to
in
get
the-
the splash. That's my bad.
That's
You
okay. We're gonna
want to
look
see what
for,
the lake is like?
Where's the
Revive
yeah?
They want to see what the
how
lake
do you
is
know?
like.
This is kind of cool. There's like a
How do you know about the revive shrine?
the game's telling me. Other
Oh.
players can revive
Oh.
at Revive
Oh, okay,
Shrine
cool,
or by
cool.
using Revive Ally potions.
Awesome, cool.
Inside
Oh, revive
information.
valley potion. Oh, that's
Revive
good.
allies.
Yeah, I just
Yo,
found a
this
revive
is-
shrine. I'll make my way to it. Rogan. What's up?
Is this a gator? Gator bones?
It's the Tree of Life sector.
Look how
You
big
can-
this thing is. Oh no, don't revive me yet.
Oh, I'm
Don't
going to
revive
revive
me.
you. Oh no, we're getting
Not
revived.
yet, not yet.
No,
Dude,
Oh my
Look
god,
at
you have
this.
so many things chasing you, Gray. This is great.
Okay,
You're-
you can revive me. This
Ready
this
for it?
gator's huge.
There you go.
Or more loots.
We might have to wipe
Okay,
this.
I promise
skin.
I will listen to you and not do that again.
No, it's okay. It's all good. I mean, you
Yeah.
know,
This is the
it's-
fun
it's-
of it. This is an MMO. Died 30,000 times.
100%.
Well, not when you all have to
Yeah.
run back. Oh,
Literally, I was
Unlimited
running.
access,
I was
actually.
running to him, and I died. I'm almost about to die just because all these
Dragon!
mobs.
I'm stuck on a bush. I'm stuck on a bush. What's happening?
Wait, I can,
Oh,
You're still
you
there.
got-
Ah.
I see that.
I can revive you. Wait.
Am I, like,
Oh,
going
there's so
too
many, by
slow?
the way. There's so many.
I went to chase after him,
On the
and then
way.
now all of them are attacking me. Oh my
Go,
god!
see
Oh, wait.
me. Go!
I'm on the way. I'm on the
Just
way.
dying again because of. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I got caught on a bush.
That's you got. I see
Yeah,
you
no.
found yourself at the bush and stuff.
Gray pulled like he had like 30 to 40 mobs chasing him. I was
Yeah.
I was just trying to get over to him.
What's the radius on these mob chases?
Forever.
Oh,
They leash
Yeah.
forever. They will follow you
They-
to.
they-
Oh,
they-
because it's
they-
an
they-
instant content. Yeah.
well,
Well, that and also because we're really entering into your house, and they're like, screw you, this is my house, and they'll chase you down. So that could be used against them as well, because what we see like to do is they just do endless giant like mob luring, so like the towards the end of the adventure. But they do get sometimes caught on bushes too, so it is important to kind of like wipe stuff along the way.
get my other pocket watch out.
Ah, there's no map. Ah.
It's okay. We'll manage. But yeah, you can look at the heading on the top of your screen to kind of gauge where to go.
Like
what
New
is
World.
in terms of-
Like New World. Yep.
100%. And if you see that yellow gate barrier in the distance, that's going to help identify, where we're going to have to make ourselves eventually too. That's the,
Push-ups.
who has
Oh,
the
what's that?
chronomancer? Who has the chronomancer? You can shoot that.
Oh, I
nerd.
switched.
Yeah,
Oh, I switched. Hold on, let me switch back.
and then you could shoot his little fire blast back at him, or not back at him, but you can cancel it. We should get healings there.
Where is it?
Oh, I think someone killed it.
Oh, I
now.
think Ghost killed it.
As long as you're within the circle, it heals you exponentially fast.
Oh.
And then if you do the sit and rest, Turgo, you can double up on that real quick. So I think that's the one button by default for you guys, but I've changed mine to like tilde. But yeah, sit and rest. Each time you
What's
switch to
the
classes,
default button? What's the default button? Missed it.
I think it should be one. It should be in your action bar. Hit the tab button at the bottom of your screen.
One. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it lets you do sit and rest. But you can reassign it to a different button, put it to a different area of your action bar, because I don't like it being in one person. I think it's a little. Yeah, as a person who likes to actively use use my 1s and 2s and 3s and whatnot, that can't be there for me. Thanks for the follow there, Miwa Plays. If you guys have any questions about Big Time, don't hesitate to ask. If your viewers have any questions, by all means, please ask on their behalf.
I have friends.
Woolsey,
yeah.
I hope things go better for you, Woolsey.
Oh
buddy.
gosh. Oh, that's a dead end.
So are we essentially in a dungeon right now?
Yeah.
Basically,
Problem
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so actually let's talk about NFTs actually. All right here. Kind of talking about, hey, what's up, Miwa? I'm from OCG stream. Have fun greeting. Yeah, thanks so much, TY. So yeah, guys. What do you call it?
Oh, wait, there's sorry.
TY. Thank you so much, Miwa. But yes, NFTs within Big Time. How are they going to operate? What are they going to do? So, I think we all spoke about it earlier that like there's always a negative stigma with NFTs, for gamers.
Need help? Oh fuck! I was the only one who touched that. My bad.
Oh!
I didn't mean to interrupt your speech, but I was like, I need help. There's one.
I got to revive. Healers are my favorite class. The Quantum Picture actually is one of my favorite classes. The one after that is Chronomancer. But that being besides the point. So yeah, and I think again, most people in the gaming space are pretty negative outlook on NFTs, negative stigma towards it, and the reason why is because there's a few reasons. Number one is NFTs are super expensive, right? Like I think people are like when they think NFT, they think thousands of dollars, but in big time, our cosmetic-based NFTs are going to be player-driven. Right now, I think our lowest selling one is probably close to like $3, with our highest selling one being the thousands. I know we had someone who successfully sold NFTs for like an NFT for $8,000. But then we've also had people, the majority of the average uncommon NFTs that are currently going for are about $5, so they're definitely within the range of things. Again, you don't need to spend money within big time in order to progress. Even if you spend thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's not going to give you a gameplay advantage in the sense of progression, because we aren't looking to be paid to win, nor do we ever want to be. So that addresses, I guess, one concern. The other concerns is that you need to... It's okay, we got you. The other concerns people have is like, oh, I don't understand crypto, I don't understand blockchain, I don't understand wallets, why would I want to interact with NFTs? Because usually you do have to understand one or the other in order to interact with NFTs. In big time, you don't need to understand what any of that means, because we will be having a pretty easy onboarding situation, where if you want to, you can use, credit card or bank transfer to interact with your NFTs, and eventually be able to just sell it out for actual money and all that fun stuff.
I must admit, I did look on the website. There was one of them that was going for $8,000. It's where it goes, but
Yeah, exactly. It can go there, and we've seen someone actually sell it for that much. But at the end of the day, it's not going to give you. It's just going to make you look super dope. And there are people out there who are willing to pay and spend that sort of money to look super dope. But again, you don't need to spend money to look cool. You can obtain rare cosmetic NFTs in the game for absolutely free, zero cost, no money upfront necessary for that.
Right.
After that, we have what do you call it? The other concern that people.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, the objective is let's get into the boss room, so we're gonna work our way over this slowly. But yeah, I mean that's essentially how NFTs within big time's gonna operate. It's again the reason why we're doing this as opposed to Steam Marketplace is because in Steam, the items in Steam Marketplace is under the jurisdiction of the developers themselves. So that basically means that it's the devs that can decide if they want to release more of a specific type of item that's selling very well, which can tank the market price absolutely. In big time, because NFTs are verifiably rare, there's a limited quantity of them that will ever exist. That if you have let's say a fire sword that's 1 out of 100, that only 99 of those will ever exist outside of your additional one.
Oh, wait.
So, not to change the subject, but are these dungeons skilled, or is it like if I'm fighting a level 6 character or a mob, I'm actually getting hit as a level 6 against a level 2, or
so going back to our earlier conversation when we entered into the adventures they do scale in difficulty based on party composition, and that's taking into effect the number of players, the respective players' levels, and so on. But we did enter into a 1 to 8 adventure, so the max level, and we will be seeing that max level, it's going to be 8. And what really changes is how many mobs that spawn, and what the lowest level spawns off right off the bat. It's okay, these guys are a bit more difficult to deal with. So as you can see, it's definitely not a game you can do easily solo. It's meant to be a cooperative based thing because, while you can play it solo, it's less fruitful because there's less mobs that show up. With less mobs, that also means you get less items and less NFTs as well.
Okay. So I'm having a hard time playing this game alone because these monsters are very, very hard to. They're very, very tough actually when you're playing it alone.
The idea is you always want to play with people.
Yeah, because they don't scale. So even if you go from 1 to 8 portal, if somebody's 8 in this portal and you're level 2, you're gonna get messed up.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
But you will still be going up against level 8s towards the boss room. It's just that how quickly that ramps up is a different story, or rather where the bottom line is, right? So let's say you join 1 to 8.
What up, Golden?
Everyone's
Just
level 8. You're
doing
probably,
big
the
time
first boss that you
studios
see right
playing
at
with
the
the
beginning
devs
is probably a bunch
actually.
of level 6s or 7s. But if you join a 1 to 8 and you're let's say level 2, then you're probably seeing a lot more level 1s and 2s early on before you make your way up to the 8th.
Can you leave a instance early if you can't take if you go in solo?
Yeah.
For the solo
Absolutely.
experience.
Hit escape and return to the lobby. Yeah. You can.
Okay. Just making sure. Yep.
And there's no penalty in doing that. All the items that you already looted are going to be yours. You don't have to worry about that.
Ooh, there's a elite bug sneaking up.
Yeah, because I can't even take out one mob right now, so because they're level 6, I'm level 2, so.
And even if we were all level 1, we would still be fighting against eventually level 6 mobs in here, regardless.
Oh, wait, it's not like if you're between this level range, you can take them. No, they actually scale up to level 8.
They slowly scale up to level. Yeah, so kind of talking about what I mentioned earlier. Like, let's say if you're level 2, then you'll probably start dealing with level 1 mobs first before eventually getting to level 8 mobs. But if you're like level 8, you'll start at like maybe like level 6 or 7 mobs right off the beginning. So the scaling, or rather how quickly the content scales, and how many mobs you're going to be dealing with is definitely going to be played in that range. But it is important to note that yes, even if you have oh, congrats! Someone just got their first NFT.
Ooh,
Who is that?
Oh,
That's Tab. That's Tab. That's super dope. So that's a title.
Congrats.
So go ahead and hit the tab button, and I'll open up
Congrats for your first.
and go to
Just
cosmetics.
mysterious night.
There you go. Go ahead and equip it.
Cheers.
So
Cheers
Tab, how was that
and
experience
cheers.
for you? Was it difficult equipping that?
I'm tingling. No, yeah, I like that.
She's like,
pop-up.
I'm tingling.
Cool.
So yeah, that's I mean ideally how easy we want it to be. In order to interact with NFTs. In other games, you have to like withdraw it to your wallet. You're gonna have to interact with it. You have to pay a fee or
Wine,
whatever.
Golden.
In big time, you don't have to worry about that. It's literally as simple as you see it, you hear it, and you get to just right-click, equip it. I just went ahead and shared some of these. I'm gonna share some stuff on the ground in front of me. These are quantum fixture gloves in front of Gray. And I'm gonna go ahead and share these Chronomancer legs for those whoever's playing Chronomancer. And pretty much that's all I got in terms of loot for you guys.
Oh wait.
Well, you can
yeah.
share loot that's instance based. Otherwise, you guys weren't able to see that until I hit the share button, which you can absolutely do.
Maybe
let's go.
feedback for the devs is like the little green up arrows or down red arrows, because like I don't see any difference right now, but like it just, that's what Diablo Immortal does. Like they just like green arrow, it means it's better for you, like in general, as a general thing. It's just like
Wait,
quick.
so if
do
you
you
hold,
mean different arrows?
have you seen the left alt button? Wait, have you tried using the left alt button to view the full details of the item?
Not yet.
Oh, no.
Because all I did was
I guess.
look,
pick stuff
mouse
up
over
and-
it. Mouse
yeah,
over it.
Yeah, so if you go to this, I'm gonna go ahead and share this item for you, Turgo. And if you make your way towards Gray, you can see that there's 2 ways you can interact with them, or actually 3 ways. If the item is yours, you can either pick it up,
That was nice.
you can either view the full details. Okay, Turgo, yeah, I think you picked it up
damn.
without doing it.
Yeah.
So you're quick to push, but it's okay, no worries. I'll go ahead and drop something else.
No,
for you as
no,
well.
I did it. I just dropped an item.
Yeah.
You can just
Yeah, and
pull over.
you can view the full details of it. Yeah, by holding down the left alt button, and that's going to allow you to.
A lot of these
did
items
you
are
drop
like
an-
looking similar. Okay, cool. Yep. Yeah.
Wait, Turgo, did you see how to view the full details of the item if you don't pick it up, like just off the ground by itself,
Yep,
instead of
alt.
having to pick it up into your inventory first?
Oh,
Alright,
right
cool,
now.
cool, cool.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's the same
Awesome.
item that I have, so it's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to view it against what you already, if it's better for you, if it's worse for you,
Gotcha. Yep.
or rather, what the stats go up. Is
I
that what
just
you were
didn't know
asking about?
I didn't know the keybind. I think it would be cool to also have it in the inventory in case, because people are quick. If you play with people in Diablo Immortal, all they do is just click. They have an auto pickup stuff. I mean, yeah, all people care about is the combat. So I don't know.
Right,
Just give
because
them
there's a
feedback.
limited inventory system, we want people to ideally be able to, kind of get a gauge as to that they're being mindful of what they just pick up. As you can see, we do have a limited inventory system, and you can expand it upon it with expansion packs that you can find in the game. But at the end of the day, the ideal is that you aren't just picking up a bunch of stuff and having an inventory of like thousands and thousands of items. And there are some items that you will come across where maybe one stat is better than another stat, but the other stat is worse than the other stat, if that makes sense.
Are players
so
able
in
to
situations-
salvage their gear as they get it?
If you're talking about for materials, no, at this time. I'm not sure if that will be, but you can sell them
Okay.
to a vendor into the town, yeah.
We should probably heal up before we go push. Ghost is all the way back
Be
there.
okay. So you see now our mobs are swooping over to.
Yeah.
Is this a
Which
bot?
be careful with your pocket watches. Don't wanna delete them.
Tap is going in
Oh,
there
did you-
like
did you-
YOLOing
did you
over there.
accidentally delete them?
Oh shit.
Oh! I said don't
Tap, you
accidentally delete them yet.
Wait, did you delete one by chance?
No.
Oh, okay. I asked because we've actually had people in the live build who like we're talking about like hundreds of hours into the pocket watch and they hit the wrong button, they delete their pocket watch. I prefer going through the route of dragging and dropping items out of my inventory, but with pocket watches you do have to manually delete them, so it's important to be super careful about that.
This guy's squirrely over here.
Dude, he
Speed
just hit me
potion,
for
let's go.
54.
I got you, Turgo.
You know what?
Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
he's doing that spinny attack.
Oh! Who are these guys?
Space robots. 13 seconds, Christy. I want to draw aggro really quickly. Can you get yo Turgo, turn off your healing aura and then go ahead and revive Ghostigo.
It's
Or
okay, I
someone
turned it
revive
off
Ghostigo.
manually. Because of death.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get him.
Yeah, so healing aura draws a lot of aggro, and it's basically like saying, hey, enemies, kill me. So I'm gonna run healing aura, so you guys can go ahead
Oh,
and revive each
no!
other. There you go, there's a master bed.
Oh my god, what a mess.
Oh, I accidentally got caught in
I'm
the
dead.
Alright,
Oh, you're level 13. Oh, shit.
it's okay, oh shoot. Yeah, OCG, can you run back to the beginning and then use a revive?
Oh,
okay,
he's
never
dead.
mind.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
We pulled like, I think Taft was like, hey,
Let's watch and
13 mobs. Come at me, bro. I'm level 2.
No, listen. I tried to pull one, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pulls
get
one,
very,
pulls 1 million.
We all dead?
Wait, everyone died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is this the first time
The
that's ever
revive's right
happened?
Oh my god.
No, it happens. Oh, I mean, it depends how people play it out. I do feel like
I must admit, Taff is very like forward thinking. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna pull 13 mobs. It's cool. It's cool, man. We got this. She's like,
listen, Turgo. It's not my fault that I tried to pull one.
she's like, I'm just
Don't
gonna
tell me
pull
it
this.
sounds
I'm gonna
right.
pull this rabbit, and I'm gonna pull like all 13 of the big mobs as well.
Sorry.
okay. So
it's
we'll,
okay.
we'll try out one more run, but this time we'll do it albeit relatively quickly, and then after that we'll do the VIP pass giveaway, and then the next run is going to determine, if we pass it or if we don't pass.
I'll stay back.
Golden,
I will
have
no
a good
longer
one.
go out for it.
It's okay. Now we got to look for a new time tier, new portal. It happens in almost every stream. I think
It's like
there's
it
always
doesn't
gonna be
happen
a-
very often though.
Oh, No, it actually happens in almost every run. It just
Oh,
depends
yeah.
how quickly it happens. Yeah, that's probably the first run. Oh, not the first run, but definitely happened a little bit earlier than usual. But it's okie dokie. I mean, to be fair, you guys are learning the game. You guys are kind of figuring out your bearings as to what works, what doesn't work.
I mean, the mobs are doing a lot of damage.
They do. And yeah, that's the whole idea. It is a cooperative based action RPG where you do need to be able to have a team that's effectively able to play off of each other pretty well. I'm at a time portal if you guys want to make your way towards me.
I'm still loading
Towards Craig.
right now. I'm not sure if the game actually like had a bug.
Uh,
And I'm still
Try
on the
hitting
loading
escape,
screen.
then go to try heading back. Hit the escape button. Try heading back into like return to lobby if that's a possibility.
No, I'm
and if
purely
not,
on
maybe
a
just-
loading screen. I'm trying to hit escape. And I have like this blue guy standing. Yeah. Blue.
That's stress.
Yeah. I can reload redo the launcher if anything.
Yeah, may have to perhaps. I'm not sure at what point. It could also be. I mean, I'm assuming you're running an SSD, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so I would say you might have glitched out. Yeah, that's something we're definitely working on 100%.
I'm back in now. Cool.
Sounds good.
Oh gee. Me and Ghost actually just loaded it together.
Yeah. All right. Just make your way over towards Gray. We should be to your northeast, and we'll try to do a bit more of a speed run on this one.
I wasted a pot.
It's okay. No worries. You come across them for free as you play the game. Hey, what's up, Chiggy? How's it going? Thanks for the love.
Ender
Go
Pro,
ahead
what's
and
up?
Go inside.
Wait.
Just work your way inside there, guys. Then we should be okay.
Thank you so much, Utterly. You're awesome, bro. Thank you so much for
I
telling
changed my
everybody.
class to Time Warrior.
You can do that. Absolutely. Oh, it's sleeping. But yeah, this one will probably just work right through the adventure as quickly as possible, and then just see if I just want you guys to see the mob stream and see how that plays out. So go ahead and we'll all make our way to the tree, and then we'll go ahead and run out.
This one's for real, for real.
Yeah. So in this case, we have to defeat lieutenants. At some point in time, you'll see on the top of our compass heading that we'll have red triangles, which denote an enemy target to kill.
Okay. Sounds good.
Make your way through. And it looks like OCG, you're gonna have to probably re-level up a Time Warrior, it looks like.
I changed my class to Time Warrior from being a Shadow Blade.
I see, yeah. Shadow Blades are a little tough. Like, you have to know how to play Shadow Blade if you want to play Shadow Blade. And that's really just setting behind lines and focusing on the high value targets, doing poof and then doing a backstab on it right after.
More of a dodgy type of a character, actually.
Yeah. So because I guess the adventure scaled to our difficulty, these mobs are starting at level 3, but if we were level 1, these mobs would start out at level 1 and gradually work their way up to level 9. Regardless, we would still go against level 9s, regardless of what level we came in with. How fast it scales is a different story. And someone a bit behind. Okay, Ghosty goes. No worries. Go ahead and let this guy. Now we have. I'm gonna go ahead and lure a bunch of mobs together so that we can get this through a little quicker. So you guys don't have to attack these mobs. I'm gonna have them follow me, and then we'll have one fat thing to fight together.
The lure technique is.
Yeah.
Well,
Are they attacking you by chance?
one did.
Oh, that's
Somehow.
So weird. They should be focused on me. Oh, unless you're attacking them, I guess, while we're...
I didn't attack on my
oh, you
flare.
did attack? Okay, no worries. I'd take yours for it.
They-
we
they
do
sent
have
my
water here.
weakness. Ooh,
What a sword.
look at this splash.
Sure.
If you jump up and down.
Oh, I hear it. Oh, I hear it.
Oh!
Flash.
Do they die by any chance when they swing to this lake? Oh, they're not dead.
I might need to kill.
They're not dead.
It missed.
Go ahead.
Ooh, I see loot.
Nice, there we go. Gotcha, yeah. There's that heal right there. So these drone bug mages are probably one of the worst guys to go up against personally. It's just so annoying.
Oh, what's happening? Ah! Are you sending in poison?
They could be throwing a poison radius underneath you, so just be super duper careful about it. I'm trying to look for Fauna, so I'm curious as to why it's not showing up right now.
No.
It is worth noting, by the way. So I completely forgot to talk about this, but like, so in the game, I'm sure you guys have noticed like our title. It's called Big Time. I don't know if I've gotten a lot of remarks on that. Like, oh, it's a really weird, cheesy name. But there actually is some lore behind it. So are you guys familiar behind the idea of like big pharma and big tobacco? Have you guys heard of those concepts before?
No.
Yeah. So basically,
I'm not sure.
No. Yeah. Wait, no. Was that sarcasm? I'm actually curious because I've actually met people who weren't familiar with like big pharma and big tobacco concepts, or rather like the companies that effectively manage that. But yeah, the idea is that there are companies out there that are like monetizing these markets, effectively monopolizing it, and effectively that's what big time is, right? We have this corporation called Paradox, Big Paradox Corporation, and they're effectively monetizing time in the game, and so they're known as what's called big time. Effectively, hence the name of the title.
Hey, hey.
Monetizing
sense the danger?
tobacco? Is that what you're saying? Is that?
No, not wait. So are you? Wait, have you ever heard of Big Tobacco, Big Pharma before?
Not yet actually.
No, I don't know.
Is it a big company?
I have
Okay,
nothing
so-
to do with tobacco, so I'm like,
No. Well, so and it's okay. No worries. So basically, the idea is that there are a lot of monopolies out there, a lot of like corporations, organizations that are trying to, essentially monopolize certain categories, of things. So you can think of like Amazon as like as like
Yeah,
big shipping, if you will,
Yeah.
or like like let's say for example like Big Brother, the state that like basically effectively is watching over everything that you're doing, right? The whole idea of big something is that it's essentially monopolizing something or has full reign or control of something else. And so the idea is that we within the lore itself we have something called Paradox Corporation, which is effectively big time, where they're monopolizing time, these timeshares that we have, and that's where the title Big Time is coming from.
gotcha.
It's also worth noting that Big Time Studios is the game company, whereas Big Time is the title itself, and that because we're a game studios company, things go well. This is not the only game that we'll be having. It's also especially worth noting, not that I want to spoil too much, but the majority of our developers are coming from shooter.
Yeah, he overstood
shooter-
a boundary. I hear you.
Yeah.
FPS
but yeah,
games.
the majority of
FPS
developers
games
are-
to say a little. Yeah.
are,
Okay.
are coming. Yeah. So I know some people have said like this game looks like Fortnite, and the answer is we have a lot of devs from Fortnite actually.
Yeah. It's like similar to Fortnite actually.
Yeah. The stylized. The stylized aesthetic is super. It just doesn't really age, and it kind of gives you like this quote unquote timeless graphics, right? Like we all see games that are should be super hyper realistic, and then eventually it's really quickly that comes to show that like those games look outdated pretty quickly as time goes on. So yeah, we have devs coming in from EA, coming in from Activision, coming in from Epic Games, Riot Games, and the like, and we're super stoked in kind of combining the things that work and the things that don't work together to provide you basically an experience that is hopefully an enjoyable one. You'll see a lot of fun things. Something worth noting, by the way, I didn't really get to talk about it, but items in
They're
big time
attacking me
equipment is
in the actual zone, by the way. I don't know how. I was
inside
just
the Tree of
standing.
Life.
Yeah, inside the tree.
Yeah, they can do that with the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life lets you do a lot.
Well, it's just funny. I can't outhill them inside the Tree of Life. About to die. I was just standing here.
Turgo, I got you, buddy. No sweat.
I don't even know how that happened. I was just. How did they get pulled?
They were probably chasing us for a while. Because again, a limited aggro leash, so there could have been some mobs that were trying to chase us for quite a bit.
No worries.
But yeah, they can kill you in here. There's no invulnerable. You were never safe, effectively. I mean, I don't say you're never safe. There are ways to get around it. But effectively, the idea is that you're never really safe standing still. If a mob has been triggered.
I was just trying to get rid of all these
good.
things in my inventory that I can't even use. So there's like 15.
Yeah, no, it's all good. What I would recommend doing, and it's something that I've started doing a lot, is I just like hold left alt over things that and see if it looks like I can use it. If you like hover over the item, you can automatically tell if you can use it or you can't use it. And what's cool in the game is actually, and it's kind of going to my other point, that items in big time are stat based, not class bound. So what does that mean? That means that if you want to be, let's say, well, I guess a better is an anecdote. There was a person that I met in pre-alpha, and they wanted to play Chronomancer. They like the spells, they like to throw fireballs and all that fun stuff. But they were terrible at dodging. They kept dying nonstop. And so what they ended up doing was they started putting a lot of points into strength. And this allowed them to wield Time Warrior, heavier, sturdier armor, while also preserving the playstyle that they want to play, which is throwing down fireballs and the like. So if you're ever finding yourselves, maybe dropping too much, or you're taking too much damage, or you're finding yourself, not doing so great in terms of like maybe dodging enemy attacks or whatnot, I definitely recommend, put some points into strength and start wielding some of the Time Warrior stuff. You can absolutely do that. And you can see what the requirements are to wield some of the Time Warrior items by just hitting, go into your inventory, see what the requirements are, and you should be all steady spaghetti there.
Yeah, I was literally just talking about how, the dodging feels slow for me.
Yeah. And there
I
are
get
mobs
caught in
that...
the mob, and it takes like a second for the attack to stop for me to be able to move.
Yeah. So there's a few reasons for that. The first one is there are enemies that do debuff. Oh, sick.
Again?
You got another one?
It's only you.
Oh, that's super
Oh,
dope. What is it?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Battle Blade of Sir Almer?
Try equipping. I don't think you can equip that one on the staff. So there's like 3 different types of weapon NFTs right now. We have 2-handed swords, 2-handers, and then we have okay, yeah, and then we have 1-handers.
see now?
Yeah, hit the C button as in Charlie. Hit the C as in Charlie button. Oh, that's super dope. Heck yeah. Yeah.
Sword?
Wait. What?
That's essentially how they.
Too many.
But yeah,
Don't
you
we
definitely
couldn't- Dead blood. Ah! I'm gonna die!
Vegas.
Maybe the strat is dying a bunch coming up from the game's like, you get deserve an LT.
The game's like, here, you suck. Here's some cool stuff.
I'm not doing much damage to
But
this
hopefully we
bug
can
at all.
get you guys
I'm dead.
more.
Oh yeah, I'm getting stuck. Right away. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, he's almost dead. He's like 1 hit. I promise, Ghost. He's 1 hit.
He's not 1 hit. He's blinded.
Okay,
He's
he's probably 3.
Almost got him.
Now he's dead.
Hey, I got an
Nice.
NFT
Oh.
up to that.
Nice.
Nice.
Battle Blade of
Ghostigo,
Sir
are you gonna-
Lionel.
Oh, I'll grab OCG first. Yo, Ghostigo, I need your help reviving people. Please, Ghostigo.
Yeah, I got Battle Blade of Lionel.
Oh, no. Pop that, please. Show us what you got.
Pop
Or
it.
I guess you're still.
Wait,
Let
how?
me see it. I'm gonna... Hit the tab button. Go to your cosmetics tab. Let's see what it looks like.
How do
Is
I
that a
link
two-
it? Battle Blade of Sir Lionel on.
You just right
Oh,
click.
you have to change your class.
There you go. Nice.
Ooh.
There you go. And it's that simple. It should be
Exactly.
that's how simple it is to interact with NFTs in the game. It's literally just as simple as cosmetic tab, right click, equip. Making sure
Okay.
it's overlaying the right equipment. So you can hit the C as in Charlie button to go ahead and show it off a little bit. There you go. That's super dope. Is that lightning that's coming out? Oh, that's super sick.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Not lightning per se, but
Not
yeah.
as cool as the ghosts, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah, Ghost is a cool one.
This is a cool one.
So,
Hmm.
can the game at all kind of like tell which class you're favoring and drop
Mm-mm.
more like NFTs for that class?
No,
Or-
so basically the NFTs are as follows. There's helmets, chest pieces, legs, etc. And that's not class again. We don't believe in class bound. Really, so there's 3 different types of NFTs. It's not based on class at all. There's the one-handed NFTs. There's the I think that's OCG. You're coming through real quickly. So yeah, there's 3 different types of weapon NFTs. There's the one-handed NFTs. There's the 2-handed sword NFTs, and then you have the 2-handed NFTs.
Dito naman.
Look
And-
at
and yeah, it
OCG's
depends which one
weapon.
you get.
That's so cool.
This is another NFT. NFT that I got when I grind. The NFT cosmetic great sword.
This should be a little bit easier, I think. Let's see. Robots again? Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and.
I think I got this like 2 times.
I can tell that this game is very unforgiving. It's like a game on hard mode sometimes. If it's like Assassin's Creed. If it's 2 levels over you, you are messed up.
Yeah, the idea is that you definitely need a.
Yo, why is he aggro at me? I didn't do anything.
Oh, so you
Everybody heal, everybody heal, everybody heal. Throw all your heals. Regardless,
Oh, tap,
non-stop.
you're getting- Yeah,
I was out of pots.
it's okay. You can if you're unsure, you can always run away from combat, by the way, and then you can heal up effectively. So attacking me run. So don't forget, you're also a chronomaster. You can play at range. You don't have to get
No
up too close to
way,
enemies.
that
You
thing
can
got me.
fire your fireballs from the top over here.
Uh-huh.
This hill.
Oh, I was keeping my distance. They just take me.
They
They're
just
throwing
went
they're
straight
throwing
for you.
projectiles. I would say be
Oh,
behind
can I-
all of us if possible. Yeah. You might have to get.
Fight with my
Knick-knack, what's
Yeah,
up,
it's
dude?
slowly-
Just
yeah,
testing out
slowly
this
working
new
your way
game.
through, and then
Whoa.
your projectiles can cancel some of those projectiles.
Testing out this
So
with the
I would say
devs, bro.
definitely tap. If you're playing Photomancer, because you do have a little less defense, to be behind the lines of everybody else and let them do their, you know, let us take in the fat hits first. Some of these mobs can heal their allies, and that's denoted by the green little plus icon over their heads. You take them out first, probably super.
Excuse me.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I'm testing it with the. It's been actually kind of crazy. Like the game is unforgiving. So
there we go, doing a lot better. Good work, guys.
you got to learn how to like dodge in mid game because it's like these things can like, you know, really mess you up.
Absolutely. Oh, when they do the spinny attack, you need to get away. By the way, that's gonna insta kill you. Doesn't matter, you know. I mean, if you have more defense, sure, but for the most part, it does insta kill. All right, let's do it. Good luck.
It's
Okay,
oh
actually,
shit.
Attack them to fall further back. Now they're pushing up forward.
So wait, why does
And
a healing
Castillo,
aura draw aggro?
Because the idea is you should be able to just get away with just healing away, you know, your friendlies without having been penalized in the process. So whether you're sit or resting, whether you're, you know, trying to give energy to your teammates, it draws additional aggro. And the reason for that is if you're able to heal without, you know, any penalty whatsoever, then the game gets really easy, right? Because then at that point you can just run around your teammates, you know, healing them and never have to worry about being targeted. The idea is that, you know, you shouldn't be able to just heal without being, at least to some extent, drawing in some aggro.
Oh my god, CG?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Alright, let me go switch to a different class real quick. Like, you guys got this. Stay alive.
They're following me.
The heck? I love 15, that's so stupid. Alright, I'm gonna switch to a Time Warrior. Can you toss me a heal?
Oh!
Those beams do
I
like
could not
50
move?
per 50
Yeah,
per
those
hit.
beams.
Alright, I'm gonna need a...
Okay, those
Oh,
the
shit.
clockies were pulling back. Or
Oh yeah.
I feel like, yo, go Stiga, everyone hold the G button, give up. Go Stiga, you're gonna have to do revive soon. Wait for all to give up. Everyone just give up. Real quick. OCG, give up. OCG,
yes.
hold up. Thank you. Okay.
nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the spinny whirlwind attack. That should hopefully do us additional damage.
Oh, hold on.
Guys, you need to run away so
Nice.
far, actually.
Alright, we're chilling.
One more left over here.
Nice.
NFT!
Oh, NFT.
Yeah.
Oh,
NFT again!
heck yeah.
NFT.
Oh,
I get to space.
got
Nice. Watch out for those
Ooh,
fucking
nice.
shots from this
Space.
heavy cyber. This guy's messed up. He's really messed up. Do not get hit by the heavy cyber.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I wasn't even in his
range.
beam, and I got hit. Seriously.
Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta
He
run.
does like he does like
wait, wait,
100
wait.
damage per fucking shot, and we only have 100 health.
Wait, I'm dead. Wait, I'm dead.
If you guys can cuddle up together
Yes.
real quick. There you go.
Ah,
He's
yeah,
dead, he's
thanks,
dead,
thanks,
he's
thanks.
dead. Oh, nice. Somehow
We need
died.
more damage ability, like people, because we have a lot of tanks right now. I just noticed that. Like, I don't have anything to do additional damage.
Chronometer. OCG, how familiar are you with doing backstab?
I wanna see my...
Not
Ooh.
100%.
You have to
Backstab,
physically,
right?
you have to be behind the enemies physically in order to do backstab. By the way, like directionally, you need to be behind them.
Yeah, I actually already tested it.
Oh, nice. Good
But I
stuff.
beat it just only twice.
Oh, I see. No worries.
You like my legs?
Go ahead and heal up. Oh, someone got super cosmetic legs.
It was tough.
Pretty tough.
That's with my legs.
So you saw the missile flying at you and you just
My
look
missile
at it, you're
only
like,
does
"Ah, okay."
25 damage to him. He's got 1,000.
No!
It's okay, you got this. Team effort. We need someone to get it, preferably if you can, whoever OCG is. Can you do a backstab on this clocky? That should at least take out about 200 to 300 HP.
He did.
I need to.
He did
wow,
one swipe
stay
on
away.
me and got me.
Yeah, playing Shadowblade, it's not easy to do. You need to know.
I
what
got
you're
hit by
doing.
this guy over here.
Otherwise-
Weak crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's...
No.
Oh, well, here it
Yeah,
comes.
I'm running.
To be honest, even in the live build, I find very few people who actually know how to use Shadowblade properly. Shadowblade is a very unforgiving class because unless you know how to use your backstab effectively, you're basically kind of worthless.
Is it directional
because,
like
yeah.
FF14, like the Reaper class? Okay.
You have to be directly behind the enemy, yeah, because right now he's not doing any other damage.
Watch out for this
Besides, you know, being able to be quick.
Oh, NFT.
Ooh.
Wait, I got my NFT again.
Yeah.
Congrats.
He's like, I'm dead, but I got an NFT.
Don't get NFT, yeah. And wait, I need to change my class. No,
Dude, he
I-
hit me
I-
with
I'm-
one thing and I died.
Yeah, OCG, I would advise not doing Shadowblade unless you start getting into the habit of being able to backstab, because otherwise you end up doing less damage than, let's say, maybe even a Chronomancer with the fireballs or so.
I got a stash. A small little stash.
Yeah, I would stick to my Time Warrior build for now.
Yeah, Matt
Yeah,
King,
I mean, you
can
play
invite you
Shadowblade, there's
versus
nothing wrong
the
with it,
J
it's just-
Pass.
It is tough
Yeah.
to play. It's definitely not an easy class to play as well. And even personally, even myself, like, I'm kind of iffy about playing it too.
True. It's kind of hard to become a Shadowblade actually.
hmm
Hard,
I
hard to
don't-
stab someone.
I know about directional fighting.
Well, so the idea is
because of
you're supposed to use your
Reaper.
poof first, so basically draw aggro off of you and then set up behind the enemy. If you don't already have
Yes.
poof, so you do poof and then backstab. I
Yeah,
can show
so
you.
Oh yes.
no,
So I can go ahead and.
so I
get
know
Shadowblade.
about
Oh.
because FF14 has Reaper and like Dragoon. You have to do directional fighting. I could do a Shadow Blade, but I mean I'm low level now. I'm only level 1, so.
Yeah.
But in general, I get that. I get that understanding.
Yeah, Shadowblades are even still, even if you can get them down, it's still a little tough to play. I've known a number of people in the live build who kind of stop playing Shadowblade because it's so very specific with how you do it, and even then, it's only a specific use case scenario as to how effective you can be. Which is a little
Yeah,
bit,
Matt King, you have
I know
to
they're
you have to
working
do
on
it
I'm
a
gonna
certain
have
way.
to class a little bit, but right now, if you don't have a certain specific type of skill that you come across that you have to find as a pocket watch gear, you're kind of a little tough to work with. So
What it is, these guys are level 9, and we're like level
You not rest if you're
1.
weird.
But I don't have any backstab yet.
What's that? You never.
I
used
don't
that?
have any backstab yet.
Oh, you,
But I
wait,
need to get.
you
back.
never put any points into backstab?
skills
I have
up.
actually.
It's stunning.
I have, but it's not that activated.
I see.
I got out. Did you get out too?
No.
I'm going for
Did you crash?
Yeah.
Oh, really, Matt King?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That did about 300 damage. Alright.
Yeah, these dudes are
Oh.
doing
So
way
sad.
too much damage. Run away! Should I just die?
No, not in this case. No, I'm just gonna lure them. Go ahead and revive them if you can. Just go ahead and revive.
No, this
There's
guy's
a
still
lot.
coming after me right now. Oh,
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah.
no, the big guy. Never mind, she just died. I'm gonna keep running, try to do something.
I think we might be out of revive shrines, are we? Yeah, I think so. Because of that one situation that we had.
So we don't actually scale to these people. Yeah. So
What do you
it just keeps getting harder and harder, and we stay the
That's
same
correct.
level. Okay.
Well, so no, it's actually kind of screwing you guys over a little bit, but because I'm level 13 or whatnot, you guys are getting less XP than necessary. If I were to reset all over again, then yes, you guys would be getting XP at a much quicker rate. And by now,
Okay.
you guys probably should have been like level 5 to maybe even 7, or
No,
maybe
we
6.
should kick you. No.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. My job was initially to
Absolutely.
heal because, yeah, but resetting. I've been resetting each time, and it is a little tough. But even still, you guys would be leveling up, gradually. But the monsters would still be just as hard. But I think you guys would level up a bit more, to be honest. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is.
Oh, good. It's still fun to try out and see, and I get the whole, perspective. I think that's what we're supposed to get from this whole thing is just like the perspective of how it would be fun. Everybody be scaled the same around the same as you're starting this out. It's fun. Yeah.
Mhm.
Not like
Yeah,
somebody
that's
who's
the
way
idea.
over the level that you're supposed to be, you know.
Yeah, the only reason why I've chosen to stay the higher level is only because I do have access to instant revive, which I know early on is going to be 100% necessary. But yeah, 100%, it is definitely tough to work through.
Wait, does any character have a requirement to reach that level just to get the instant revivability or an item?
No, instant revive is a quantum fixture skill, and to be a certain level to do that, right? To have a certain amount of prerequisites, I think it's 3 points into light heal and then 2 points into what do you call it?
Just all available for that specific class.
Yeah, exactly. And actually that's why quantum fixture is actually one of my favorite classes in the game.
Mixed by Kelvin, I'm not actually
there's actually a lot of
fully
cool
sure right
utility
now.
behind it that makes
Jade
it super
Pass, I would say,
useful
is
as opposed to
better from
I'd
what
say
I can see,
as opposed
but
to other classes, but
this
it's
is
actually
still my
definitely
first
super
hour or
meta.
two into the game, but
Let me
I
go
have
ahead
a
and heal up
question
and
by
see.
Mixed by Kelvin. He says, is Silver Pass worth getting over Jade right now?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Basically, the passes got you into an earlier version of the game, or I guess into the earlier phase of the game, because now we're in the Jade phase. Even if you buy gold, that would not have given you anything better than if you buy Jade right now. So yeah, buy Jade, buy the lower.
Matt King, I can
the
get you
cheapest
some.
one.
I could get you into the game, Matt King.
Absolutely. There's
Okay.
no reason to spend more.
Okay.
100%.
Of course, Mix. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for tuning in.
So, Time Warriors have this really neat ability called Whirlwind. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it too much. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to trigger that.
I'm spectating you
But
right now.
before I do, I need to go ahead and I forgot that
you
taunt.
got hit hard.
I forgot.
You had one health. You have one health left.
Go ahead and heal up here really quickly.
He's like, oh. He's like, oh, sheesh, I got hit hard.
I completely forgot.
You handled that really quick. You really good, dude.
But we're okie dokie now. We're super good. Get ready for that.
You're like, oh. We almost had to redo that whole thing again.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. As soon as I'm at full HP, and if I die on this ulti, then it's going to be a little tough to obviously come back from.
Okay,
but,
so
Time Wars have been.
Sorry, I got gifted subs. I'll be right back. Mig, thank you so much for the gifted subs, bro.
Is this game ever gonna go to mobile?
Thank you so much.
Not initially planned on. So initially we're starting with Windows PC, then eventually
2 gifted subs to
consoles
Madrathis and Kasa. Thank you so much.
It's not that it's impossible; it won't go to mobile. It's just as demand is needed, then we'll make our way through. It's just that making it for mobile and integrating all of this stuff is definitely a little bit on the harder end too, or not the harder end, but it requires more resources.
That's a warrior whirlwind. I love that ability. That's so dope.
Want to make sure that we're focusing our resources into the right areas first. But yeah, that's not to say that we won't ever go to mobile. It's just that just like Fortnite eventually made its way to mobile, we may eventually make our way.
Thank you so much, bro.
As well. But right now, the game's not designed to be played on mobile effectively, just because all the buttons and all this and all that.
So I want to ask, do you feel like they have to work on these instance content a little bit because like it should be skilled to each individual character, or is it not like structured in a way where it's supposed to be skilled to each individual character?
Well, yeah. So at the end of the day, like talking about what I mentioned a little bit earlier, they want to prevent the idea of power leveling, right? So if it's scaled to each individual player, then you can have the highest levels playing with the lowest levels, and the lowest levels won't have to ever worry about the adventures ever being hard or difficult in that sense, right? So because if you make it such that you can just easily power level people, then high level players who come across these really cool new pocket watches that they come across, they have no incentive to play with new players. Why would they? They can just ask your boys to just help them level up, and they'll stay at the absolute top. And now we end up having a small percentage of elite members who will never ever care to interact with the other members of the community. So kind of forcing it to be, where there isn't a penalty and playing with people who are not within your relative level range, 100% forces you to, play with other people that may not exactly be within your initial party or guild.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to like forget that aspect, but it's just like
No,
I'm
it's
so
okay.
I'm
It's all
used
good.
to so many MMOs being structured that way at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like, okay, this is structured different, and why? I guess you know. So it's just like the
Yeah.
curiosity.
Okay, no. It's a legitimate question. It's a legitimate concern. And yeah, I know a lot of people want this game to be easier. I know a lot of people want this game to be scaled, to make it so that the content's a lot quicker. Again, I kind of screwed it up in the sense of being level 13. But it was really to just make sure that I have, heals on for you guys, keeping you alive that way. You guys should have progressed a little bit quicker. And honestly, if you guys were to play as the party you are right now, if I wasn't here, you guys would be able to level up much quicker. Like let's say if you were to go through an adventure run, by the end of it, you guys should honestly be like closer towards like level 7. Whereas
Okay.
doing the whole adventure thing again, and I know that like OCG had to reset their character, and also dying does make it a little harder as well to get some XP. In that regards, yeah, you guys did not level up as quickly as you should have, and so I'm sure you guys were feeling like you guys were kind of crawling in terms of
Well,
progression.
it felt like things were 2 to 3 times harder than what we could actually take on, but it's probably because they were scaled to your level. But it's fine. I mean, if
There was scale to the party's composition, yeah, the composition
Yeah.
of the party, like right. So the average level where we're at, and the number of people that we also have too.
yeah, no, it's cool. It was just, is there? So what's the open world kind of look like? Is how far north can we go and whatnot? I kind of want to get to that. Or is it south?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
south?
absolutely.
Is it-
I'll make
is
my way.
that- That's south, actually. My bad. I meant to make.
Yes, I'll make my way towards it, but I guess as I'm doing that, we'll start getting ready for the Ruby VIP Pass giveaway, because I know that's why we have a number of people working on watching and want to be a
worries.
part of that. So as I make my way towards it, which one of you guys want to do the giveaway first?
Do you guys want to do a giveaway?
Ladies first.
Sure.
There you
Taff.
go.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So the way we'll do this is that for those who are currently watching, if you guys want to be a part of the Ruby phase, which again, VIP passes in the past have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, we're basically assigning it to you guys' accounts for free. And Taff will have the ability to give out 3 Ruby VIP passes.
3?
Yes, absolutely. 3 so you can
$300,000?
Nice.
Just kidding.
Yeah. So,
That's a lot of money, though.
so it was a 10-to-1 ratio, but then I was also recently told that we're giving out 3 regardless. So it helps benefits the streamers who aren't having a lot of viewers, but for those who are, that's going to be worked out at some point. So that may change again, and I'll talk to the team about that. But for now, everyone gets 3. So if you guys can, for those who are interested in participating, you need to submit to your streamer your Big Time Marketplace username. You can do that by going to nft.bigtime.gg. We'll give everyone about 3 minutes to do so. And while they're doing that, I would also implore everyone that's currently watching the stream to go check out twitch.tv/TaffGarcia. That's T as in Tango, A as in Alpha, F as in Foxtrot, Garcia, Golf, Alpha, Romeo, Charlie, India, Alpha. And give her a check out, because the more people that she gets, I mean, I don't know, we're going to be passing viewers along to each other. So go ahead and you can be a part of the giveaway there, regardless of which stream you're on. And that kind of gives. Oh, what's up?
Turn out.
We're
Is
both
there
stuck in the same
like
spot.
a slash unstuck?
Is there what? I'm sorry?
No, we're
A
just.
slash unstuck.
We are actually stuck right here. Oh shit!
There you go.
We both ran in the same spot. Oh.
There's a portal.
Ooh, thanks. Oh, yeah.
All right.
look at-
So with that being said, yeah, we'll give you guys
wow,
about
the
3 minutes
world's
to do
so
that.
cool
hey,
looking.
Hey Google, set alarm for 3 minutes.
Your
Hey,
alarm set
Google.
for 11:35 p.m.
So we'll wait for about 3 minutes and kind of give all the viewers to shift over to Taff Garcia's Twitch channel. Again, for those who are tuned in to the Play Big Time Gray channel, it's in our stream title. For anyone who's not, that's okay. But go to twitch.tv/Taff Garcia, and you guys will be able to be a part of her giveaway. And we'll do a giveaway on each of the platforms. That way you guys all get an equal chance of being part of the giveaway. Instead of being a part of one giveaway.
Utterly, if you're able to
you
sell it for
effectively are part of
100K,
however many people-
I get
however
like
many
at
people are
least
streaming this
3K,
giveaway,
bro.
which is
So-
what's up?
When they download and install the client, can they, like, what'd you say? Their username?
They need their Big
Frank-
Time Marketplace username, which they can make at nft.bigtime.gg at the top.
Uh-huh.
So remember how you guys were kind of have to make an account, I'm assuming, on like the fake marketplace that we link that we
Yeah.
gave you?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's the same process, right? You link up your your Google account or Gmail related
Yep.
account, if you will.
Mhm.
You create your username. That's it. Literally takes less than a minute or two, and if anyone gets confused in the process,
One of my users was like, Mad King Diamond asked, "So I give you my username, I am confused." He's like wondering exactly the
Yeah,
process
that's what I
that
was
they have to
asking again.
follow. I
yeah.
mean,
So
there's a lot of information. If you just repeat it, I think it'll be good.
yeah, if you guys can go to nft.bigtime.gg and you create an account over there. And honestly, if you guys are streaming right now too, I would recommend you guys do the same just to get a gauge as to how to explain it to your viewers. Do you guys see the top right hand icon that is your profile in the nft.bigtime.gg marketplace?
Yeah, I've already signed in. You go to the open market and whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. And you,
Yeah, so if you click on the top right hand corner profile, you automatically will see your name above how much monies you have, above like add funds.
yep,
That's
I'm
your
there.
username.
Cool.
That's it.